What's up, everyone? I'm back in with Core Keeper. I wanted to play this game some more. I played a little bit more on my own, like overnight, and I thought about the fact that I keep kind of trying to go on to like the next thing and like the next biome without really exploring any of like what the game has to offer and what it basically tells me that I should be doing. Like, I should make a farm. Because that's probably going to give me some benefits that I don't necessarily get without having one. So why not just build one? So I want to do like some farming and some fishing and see where that gets me. Because I know that like, and I guess I'll just break, continue to break. Okay, good. It repairs itself. I thought I was going to have to repair the whole thing. But when I was playing, you know, when I play games like this, I kind of, my base ends up being nothing because I view it as like a chore to build the base when I don't, which doesn't really make any sense because one of my favorite types of games are base building games. Just like doesn't connect to me that this is a game that is about base building because it's not, I think because it's not an RTS. Another one of my favorite games is Dwarf Fortress, which has it's just an amazing and beautiful game, and it has such amazing content that gets generated for you every time you play the game. Oh no, please don't go home, please. Please stay here. I didn't mean to hit you. And I love building a base in that game, but because building a base is like the core function of that game, I end up doing it more. And here I don't, because it's not, it seems like, you know, it's not the core gameplay loop, but it is. My brain just thinks like top down should be like go fighty all the time. Oh, I can already do bronze? Yeah, that makes sense. I should get into that. Oh, can I make, I can probably go here. Can I can put tin and bronze together. No, that's not how that works. All right, I have to figure that part out. I don't know how that part works. Let's see. What was I doing? Right. We're going to go and make a hoe over here and make my little farm. Yeah, there we go. Let's have them be a little bit separate. Okay. And I have what do I have now? I have a seed bin, so I really want these glow ones, because these glow ones, how do I actually plant them? Go up here. Nope, that eats them. Is this even a seed? No, that's just a tulip. Where grow, that's what I need. I want these because when I cook them into food, they give me an aura, so I don't have to constantly put down the stuff. And then, what is it, the bomb peppers? These seem very useful in crafting, so we'll put them out there. I like, one of the things I really like doing is playing a variety of games because I get to see, you know, all the different ways that developers handle different problems in games, and like how much energy they put into them in terms of their gameplay design. And one of the little bit of things I have a concern with Core Keeper that I haven't determined is true or not, but like as I look at the amount of features in the game, and then I wonder if they're like, I wonder if the features in the game are, there's too many and not enough actual implementation, or like depth in them, so it just becomes like a, you know, like a checkbox. Like we have gardening, we have you know, we have gardening, we have fighting, we have what have you. We have a little bit of factory automation, have a little bit of everything. And that can be good, but often, you know, I tend to like games that have a focus and make sure that they stay within their focus and do everything really well. And that's one of the things I'm curious about with this game, is how well they do each one of these things. I think Stardew Valley is one of the more, I don't know, interesting stories because of how much is actually in the game and how much of it is great content. I was thinking about it, and one of the motivations for playing, like how really awesome it is in Stardew Valley that there is a community center that gives you a purpose when you don't exactly know what the next thing to do is. You're like, oh, well, it's a new season and I don't really know a whole lot about the game yet, but you know, I have some crops I should be making, because that's what the game tells me. The community center needs me to get those crops. And then I also need to forage some crops. Not crops, but I need to forage some things. So, you know, it kind of directs you where to go when it seems like there's just so much. And I think that's one of the brilliant parts about that game's design. And one of the reasons that I think it's so successful is players know they always have targets for like what to hit. And they know where they are at any point in the game. And I think I messed up my storage bins here. Just kind of put stuff. Why does my copper have nowhere to go? You know what? Just, I don't know. I don't know about organization is so bad for me. I should really maybe let's keep this for like core materials that I really need, like core crafting materials, fibers, yeah, like that. We'll put them in here to try to organize things and hold myself accountable to being organized. That's another thing that I struggle with in these games, is like making sure I know where everything goes, so I don't get overwhelmed with search fatigue, which is something that I kind of learned about the impact of recently. Listening to, I don't know if anyone knows the Primogen. I do, you know, some coding stuff, and like he had a thing. The reason that he pushes his like this bare bones NVim editor for code is just I didn't have a word for it, but it's search fatigue. So if you have like 100 tabs open, and like you're trying to flip through something, and you're like flipping through a bunch of things, when you're trying to like set up your workflow and keep your flow going, it drains you. It drains so much of your energy. And it's like this over here. If you have to think about like, oh, where did I put that? Where did I put this? It's just so draining, and it can kind of take the life out of the game, I think, a little bit, especially for me. I sometimes call these games like ADHD leaving the house simulators, because like so many times I'm just like, yep, okay, I'm ready to go on my adventure. Oh wait, no, you have to go back. Okay, now we put the stuff away, we get the thing that we missed, and then okay, now we're ready to go. And then I get a little further, and I'm like, oh wait, I forgot. Okay, hold on, I have to go back and go get that thing. All right. Okay, now we pull it into our inventory, and now we're ready to leave the house. And then I get to where I'm trying to go and I realize that I forgot something, or like forgot food, and then just like, oh, I can't escape it. All right. So I did, you know, I set out to say exactly what I wanted to do, and I forgot what it was. I wanted to do fishing. I did plant these, and before I do fishing, I have to figure out... Oh, can I build this now? Yes? Let's build that. And, okay, bug net. I will build a fishing rod, and I need a watering can. So we will build a red watering can. And then I need to go find water, I presume. Which I think I have some... I think I have some water over here. Dish that out. And then I'll take my armor-plated guy, little dude, and water my plants. You really should be careful when watering your plants, that you're protected from, you know, enemies. You know, like when you're going outside in the garden, you should really be protected from all those. I mean, you don't want to get ticks, right? So the way to avoid ticks is to make sure that that you are armor plated in copper from head to toe, completely head to toe, and then they won't be able to get in, assuming that you have properly fitted and properly equipped armors, and that you've put it all on correctly. There's no chance that being in the sun outside for you know, hours at a time while you work in your garden is going to cause you to be too hot. I mean, think about all the soldiers that fought in full armor. You have to think about them. What did they go through? So you can handle being in your garden. Right? That's how that works. I don't know where to put you, so you're going in here for now. Don't need to carry this around. I do need an equipment slot area, and I need to actually equip my backpack. I did want to do this, and I think I need to recover some items. It can be hard to like get into the flow of this game because there's just so much to do. I mean, not like get into the flow, but like maintain what I want to do, and remember to do all the things I want to do. I'm just gonna throw you out, and we'll put you in there. Can I reclaim you? Yes. And I think that's... I don't want apprentice pants. Got it. Store everything. I do like having this auto store button that is outside of the gameplay of like what do you call it? I don't have to open up a chest for it to figure out how to auto stack. It is a really nice quality of life feature for this game. Let's go do some fishing. I think I saw a spot over here. All right. Core to the game. This is the first time I've fished. That's pretty straightforward. Aha. Oh, it is very fast. No waiting here. Or no, it's not. It's only fast. It's only fast when you find a spot where they are. Orange cave guppy. Yeah, so it's interesting that they decided that there is no mini game that they wanted to play with their... They wanted to make the player play. The player play. And these are the interesting... These are the things that are like... That I think make the difference in whether or not your game's fun, is where you choose, you know, what's important to your game. Is it important that you have, you know, a mini game for fishing, or do you know that your players are just going to kind of be interested in fishing, but like really it's not something that they're going to be spending, you know, sitting there for like an hour doing, or spending their whole day in terms of like Stardew Valley doing. You know, they're kind of... It's neat. I don't know if I can fire my weapon and talk at the same time. I should play Enter the Gungeon and try to record it, where I'm sure I'll be saying I would be saying absolutely nothing the whole time. Let's see. Alright, so fishing got me some fish. Can be cooked. A gem crab. This rare crab has an ancient gemstones all over it. I don't know what is that. So do I just cook them? Apprentice robe, I can get rid of that. I can just eat it. I can eat it. You know, I think that a lot of games, you know, learn from... A lot of game developers learn from one another when they play other games. They want to add different elements to their ideas. And I really like seeing just all the different ways that people take something somewhat, you know, they saw in another game and we're like, well, you know, what if we did it this way? What if we did it that way? None of them are completely the same. But like I don't think that anyone has a completely original idea. I don't think that's how we work as humans. I think we take our experiences and things that we know, and whether or not we know that we're doing it actively, or whether or not, whether or not we do it actively, or we just, or we know that we're doing it. Our ideas are shaped around the amount of experiences that we have. So often if you're like stuck on an inspiration for something, you just go and like consume more content around it. Consume more content around the thing that you're interested in, and it should, I mean, hopefully, I don't know that it will, but it, you know, very well may spark your next idea of like, of what you want to be doing. And then the other thing about ideas is that, you know, everyone has one. Everyone has their own. And it's hard to say whether or not an idea in and of itself is good or bad until you've actually tried to do it and you've actually made something. Once the thing actually exists in the real world, then you can determine if it's good or bad. And usually if it's not at the place that it should be, it can be tweaked into something that can be enjoyable. So that's why you have a lot of game ideas. Everyone's got a game idea, but actually doing it and actually making it a game is a completely different thing. Like, I have my own game ideas, but actually making it into something is such a huge, gigantic effort. It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of energy. And I think one of the hardest parts I've found about game dev is that for me, having like a feedback loop is really important, but the amount of the like breadth of time between when you have something you can show other people, or like, sorry, the breadth of time between when you start an idea and when you can actually show it to someone is just so huge. The amount of time that it takes can just kind of destroy my motivation, because I need like some kind of feedback loop. and I have to kind of take a break from it and come back to it later on. And when you look at the stories of solo devs, they usually talk about this kind of thing. Or, well, sorry, they kind of allude to this kind of thing where it takes sorry. Now I'm thinking of this. Is these harvestable? How do I harvest? What tool do I use to harvest? Durable tool prepares the ground. Sturdy tool well suited for breaking rock. Do I just harvest it like anything else in the world? Oh, that looks done. So then I just... Okay, that is what I do. Yep, that is what I do. Awesome. Okay, now does that mean I got more bomb pepper seeds? Can you please? Please, sir. Thank you. And then I have more glow tulip seeds. Can put these down. Why, sir? Must we stand in my way? No. You stay over there. Go do something else. Okay, thank you. Alright, come back here. Get my watering can. Put you back here. Alrighty. Now I fill you back up. Oh wait, it was already full. Whatever. I think I just have to water it once and then it just takes a certain amount of time to fill. And grow. What did I make? What did I grow over there? That wasn't what I was intending to grow. Oh, that's how I get wood, I guess. Oh no. Why do you... Must you stand here, sir? Fine. Gonna have to like wall this off. Do you need some food? Here, you can... What if I... Can I just sell you stuff that I don't want? Apparently. What don't you like? Let's see. Guess I can just sell him anything that... Oh, so I don't have to like destroy stuff. I can go sell it to him. And then I don't have to worry about it no more. Neato. But anyways, one of the fascinating things about learning about how people develop games and how long it takes is just listening to the stories of games that you think that don't take that long, but you know, you should really listen to Eric Barone talk about how he built Stardew Valley and kind of like where he went through and where he was at when he was building it. It's not an easy place to be, and I don't think I could sit through that, you know? I don't think I could be in the place and be sure that like be sure enough in myself that my game would do well, that I would spend that amount of time and take that amount of risk to finish it. But a lot of the times these solo game developers, they make a game because there's no other option to them. Like there's no other way to be. And same thing with Balatro. I think the guy, Local Thunk, I don't know how many, it took like a lot of years. Like he was tinkering with that game for a very long time. And having the patience to do that is something that I'm learning, but I don't have it yet. It takes a special, I don't know. It takes something that I haven't quite figured out yet. I'm working on a game. It's coming along, but it's definitely kind of slowed down as I've run into some like difficult problems to solve that are just not that are also not fun to solve. It's one thing if you have like problems in front of you and you enjoy solving them in development, but when you have a problem that you're just like looking at it just makes you go, no, I don't want to anymore. That's when it gets really challenging. Let's just I need more of like the same food so that like these can't stack, which stinks. So I have to take up an inventory slot with them. I don't really need an enrage potion because I don't know what it does. I need these mushrooms just in case. I'm gonna put these crops here. And then my alchemy table. Where's my alchemy table? My alchemy table. Oh yeah, it's over here. A mouse bomb. Dynamite pack. Explosive deposit. I know these are useful, not exactly right now, but will be soon. All right, so I figured out fishing more or less. I figured out gardening. I made myself some food. I think that means that I kind of did what I wanted to do. You know what? I kind of want to just fish. Can I just do that? What if can I just like go around and... No! Wait. Go away. Clocked him. Just go around and fish a little bit. Fishing is a great way in these games to like add a little bit of mystery and a little bit of reward for exploration and stuff. Because like it's a very simple thing and you don't have to like do anything other than give you a random number generator that determines, you know, what fish you get, but you can make it doesn't take a whole lot of comparatively to like making a new biome or something. It doesn't take a whole lot to get a little bit of extra content in there, because you just have to, you know, have different conditions by which you would go and catch something. Like, is there, you know, is it raining? Are you in this biome? You know, do you have one of these are you fishing at one of like the active spots or not? And you can kind of create a lot of mystery for the player to go and try to solve. I think that's why fishing is interesting for the player and also interesting for the developer to put in. That's why I think it's part of so many games. This one is pretty simple. It's like really fast, so it's not something that they really expect you to spend a whole lot of time in, I guess. And I think what else I'm not even sure what other bodies of water I have here. I can probably go into another biome and check it out. Maybe that's what I'll have to remember to do next time. But anyways, that's what I came out to do, so I think that's a good point for me to call it. And talk to you all soon. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about game development and nothing. And have you played Core Keeper? Like, are you tired of fishing? I bet you're probably tired of fishing since it's everywhere, but what are your thoughts? Let me know.